Hello everyone and welcome back to this episode of the Better World News segment. I'm Justin Furtado, your host, where we feature amazing humans and organizations driving change and innovation for the future. And so our first story of the day, which is actually our only story, but we're going to go dive in deep. And that is, we are featuring Talking Points. And Talking Points is a nonprofit that is actually helping enable families communicate with teachers about what's going on in their students' lives. And so obviously Hee-Jae Lim, the founder of Talking Points, was a Korean immigrant and was in a place where her parents didn't speak English. And so when she was in the education system growing up, it was really difficult to have that parent-teacher interaction, which is so important. And it actually, data shows in this article that students who have parent involvement are twice as successful in the classroom. And so imagine this. Your family, and maybe this is you actually, your family is a non-native English speaker and have difficulty, communicating what's going on in the classroom. Is my student struggling with this or that? How can we best meet those needs? And so Talking Points is taking that struggle, that pain point for so many of these families and giving them an opportunity to translate in 100 different languages. An opportunity for these teachers and parents to communicate in different languages. It's like almost like an instant Google Translate. And so they have artificial intelligence translators and human translators. And so the wonderful thing is they have helped 3 million teachers and families have over 100 million conversations. And that is incredible because, as we already know, coronavirus, there's a study in this report that goes to show that on average 30 to 50% of learning is going to be lost during this time. And we already know that is not good news. That is not better world news. And we know that the world is not sunshine and rainbows. But that's why we need people like Hee-Jae Lim coming in and stepping up to have this communication and solve some of these really important issues. Like for me, I step back and I go to when I was in Barcelona, and if I was, say I was a dad and I was taking my student to school, I was pretty bad at Spanish. I was just that, little white dude, the little American guy trying to like get by. But it would be so difficult if I had a kid that was in there and he was struggling how to do math, or maybe he was acting out in behavior and I wasn't really understanding what my teacher was talking about. And I can even, talk a little bit about that from a first and second grade after school teacher standpoint. Is like the parents who are really involved in my members and students' lives, they tend to have a better trajectory, but it's difficult when there's not that lack of parent and student involvement. And so language is such a difficult barrier to overcome sometimes. And so that's beautiful. We love what Talking Points is doing. Great work, Talking Points. Let's keep it up. I'll drop them below. You can go check them out, check out their work, give them a follow. Make sure to really spread the word about them, especially if you or someone that has a parent that is a non-native English speaker, and it can be a little bit difficult. This can be an opportunity for them to really further their growth for their students, and which as a result will actually make our society better, because if our students are more engaged in the schools, they're going to be more engaged in our communities, and they're going to build better communities. And that's how we build a better future. So thank you for listening to that part. And also, I want to highlight, I'm not going to go dive deep, but there have been a lot of mutual aid groups in Texas really taking initiative on trying to build better communities, especially during these difficult winter storms. So go follow them. I'm going to put them in the show notes. And with that is the conclusion of our Better World News segment. I want to give a shout out. Sunday is our Better World human, Danny Hinckley's birthday, February 21st. So shout out to Danny Hinckley. If you got a birthday coming up, let us know. We want to feature you on the show. Better World Humans, we are building a better world from the ground up, and we need your input on, hey, did you like this one story, this little deeper dive, or do you want me to do the 3 quick hit stories? We're building a better community. We're building a better world together. I'm Justin Furtado, your host, and I want you all to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.